Hey guys, today we're going to be doing some importing. Now what importing is, Python has a library of like all different things it can do, so like we're using it for maths, so Python has a library for maths problems, so like pi, square roots, whatever math related you can do it with Python. So the amount of code you gotta write is absolutely huge. You gotta write so much. So we're going to start by doing import math. And that is it. That's totally it. You just import in the math in, so like it's gonna know you're gonna be doing math. So what we're gonna do first off, we're gonna be doing hypotenuse of a triangle. It doesn't matter what side it is as long as it's got an x. So in this case, the answer, I can't even click on it. The answer is 33 in this case. So we know the answer. So if Python gets it right, brilliant. If it doesn't, then obviously I've probably done the code wrong. So is 56 and 65. So print, open brackets, please enter the number of side A. And then you're going to do A equals int, open brackets, input. Now, capital letter, print, please enter the number of side B. B equals int, input, and then close that off. Right, that is side A, so 56, and that's side B, 65, that is side C. C is always the hypotenuse, C is always x, whatever you want to call it, or most of the time anyway. So it's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So now what we got to do is, let's just call it AA for a second. So AA equals A times A. It's that easy. So BB is the same, so B times B. Now basically what we're doing now is we're getting the times, like A squared, so by timesing it by itself you're squaring it, and then now what you want to do, you need to be square rooting it. I'm going to be going over this a lot easier in a minute. So what we need to do is square root this, so we're just going to do AB equals open brackets AA plus BB. Now what that's going to do, that's going to add A times A, so which is AA, and then B times B, which is BB, so that's going to add them together to make AB, but you need to do that to square root it, and then you're going to do C equals, and now what we got to do, we got to find the square root of AA and BB. So for that, we have to write math.sqrt, which is short for square root, and then we put AB in there. So the square root of AB, which is AA plus BB, AA is A times A and BB is B times B. So C equals AB squared, the square root of AB. So now what we're going to do is print the value of C is, and then you just got to do print C. Then hopefully, if I didn't get it wrong, it should work. So this is Pythagoras' theorem. So we'll just Pythag. Just save it on the desktop. Now 56 and 65. Please enter the number of side A, 56, and then 65. Did I get the numbers right? It's supposed to be 33. So what did I get wrong? So I got that wrong, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to search for some more Pythagoras theorem problems. So I'm going to pause the video, get some Pythagoras theorem stuff, and then continue. So guys, after finding out that some more Pythagoras theorem questions, so 5 and 12, 5 squared plus 12 squared equals c squared, 25 plus 44 is c squared, and then the square root. So basically what we're going to do is just run this again. I did not change any of the code, by the way, just in case you think I did. I just kept everything the same. I don't know why the answer on that page must have been wrong somehow. But yeah, please enter the number of side A. We've already done that one, 5 and 12, so we'll do this one. So we'll do 30 and 40, and then the value is 50. Now if you click on here, 50 equals c squared, and here it's got wrong goddamn thing. The value of c is 50. So I did get it right. I know I shouldn't have doubted my code. It was just that question. It was wrong. The answer on there was wrong. So you can't exactly blame me for that. Just blame the website because it's crap. I should have found a better website. I wish I did. So we're just going to go over that code one more time just in case you all got confused. So to import the maths sort of elements from the library into Python, you just write import math. Then if you're doing what I'm doing, like Pythagoras theorem, just print, please enter the number of side A. You know how to do print, and then A is the input. You know how to do inputs. The same again with B, and then to start the maths you need to do A times A. You need A squared. So just very easy sort of, I don't know, way of putting a variable down. AA equals A times A. That'll get you A squared. And the same with B. B times B, so which is B squared, and then you need to add them both together. So AB equals AA plus BB. And then for C equals the square root of AB. So what's the number for it? For this one, A squared is 30, A squared is 900, B squared is 1600. So if you add them together you get 2500, and then if you find the square root of 2500, that is 50, excuse me, and that is 50. So the square root, which is that, the square root of A and B equals C. So the square root of it is, I've confused myself now. Right, the square root of AB is C. So after it's found out the square root, it's going to print the value of C is C, which is 50. So I hope I've explained all the code right on here. Forgive me if I haven't. Clearly, I mean, forgive me if it's not as clear. If you, like I said in the previous videos, if you have any questions, feel free to just message me or comment on the video. Like it if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. This is the end of this series to start with. Next series I'm going to either get into more in-depth sort of tutorials on like other things to do that you can do with Python, or I'm going to do something completely different because I'm going to be starting like little tips and tricks. There's probably going to be a few up before this video actually. So if you want some tips and tricks, go look through my videos and find them. They're going to be things helpful like forcing host in games, matches and stuff like that. So it's going to be fun. So please subscribe to see more content, and I'll see you in the next video.